Hello everyone and welcome to Brave Souls Rewind, the show where I 200 older characters so you don't have to. Today I'll be taking a look at one of the most requested characters, as well as one of my very first characters in the game, and a character that really needs a canon remake, OG Nelliel. As always, I will be doing 3 different builds for this character, and raising her stats to something attainable by the average player. Let's begin. So first off, I did the normal attack damage build, and I wasn't really expecting anything, as most of the OG characters don't really have good range or high attack. But I was actually pleasantly surprised. Her attack speed was good, and her range was much better than I expected. Unfortunately though, while there was a good amount of damage, it didn't feel like enough. Her attack just isn't that high, and while you can pump accessories to make her attack even higher, and actually usable, I would say that this build is just not viable, at least not without a really big boost on her attack. Next, I tried the strong attack damage build. I was actually pretty excited for this build, because even though she does have a low SP, she still has frenzy, and her strong attack recharge link comes in handy. Unfortunately not handy enough, because while she was able to do a really good amount of damage with her strong attacks, the weight for them really sucked, because you don't have a good normal attack, and once you have your strong attacks, they don't cover a good range. So you really have to line them up, especially strong attack too. That said, the damage was there, and on many occasions I was able to kill a lot of enemies with a single strong attack. Sadly, I'm gonna have to say this is also not a viable build, and unlike the Nat build, you can't fix this one by boosting her SP. Killing the enemies wasn't the problem. The problem was the range and the wait time after you use all your strong attacks up. Lastly, we have the strong attack recharge build, which is Nell's own link, so it should be a good build, right? Spoiler alert, the answer is yes. I actually really like this build. It did fix the problem of the wait time I had with the previous build, but I will say the difference in damage was actually very noticeable. I was still able to one-shot certain enemies, but not nearly as much as the last build. Though I will say using a single strong attack to kill certain enemies didn't really feel as much as a waste because they come back so frequently. Range wasn't really an issue with this build either, because while it was the same as the last build, it didn't really matter as much because you could use your strong attacks more often. So I'm gonna say this is a viable build. And Nell in general is actually still viable, though I would recommend using only the strong attack recharge build for anything harder than a 4-star raid. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe to the channel. And let me know what other character you'd like to see in our rewind.